Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is the San Diego Live experiment. We're going to call it an experiment because I haven't tried this before. I don't know if anyone's actually going to show up, and this is going to be 5 minutes of me talking or an hour-long conversation. So if you are signing in, welcome. My name is Dan Parker. I'm a real estate agent here in San Diego, but I make videos about San Diego, moving to San Diego, living in San Diego, all the things that you need to know, all the places that you shouldn't go to. I just do everything that I can think of about San Diego. So if you're thinking about relocating here or just have questions about the housing market, anything like that, I mean, really anything to have to do with San Diego, that's what I'm here for. So hopefully, yeah, let's see, a couple people are watching. If you can hear me, please put in the comments. I would really appreciate that a lot. So I'm going to start off with, let's see, I'm going to start with some questions that I normally get asked a lot. And if you guys have any questions along the way, anything to do with San Diego, just shoot it in the comment section and we can go from there. But some of the main questions that I get, one of the main questions I get has to do with new construction. I have a lot of people, hey, what's going on? Jeremy, what's happening, man? I get questions about new construction in San Diego all the time. And here's why, because it's really difficult to get a home in San Diego right now. So people are thinking, hey, if I don't have to compete for a home and I could just purchase new construction, then like that's what I should do, right? Now, the problem is there's not a lot of new construction in San Diego, but there is a new community that is being built that I'm really excited about. I'm probably going to do an entire video on it. Oh, what is going on, guys? Jeremy, Diraculous Gaming. I wonder if I got that right. Stephanie, cool. We already have some questions coming in, so I will get to those shortly. I just want to show this for you guys. All right. Okay. Whoa, lots of screens here. All right, so this new community called Three Roots, and there are a lot of reasons why I like this. For one, it's very central in San Diego. So like San Diego Metro is down here. And you know, downtown San Diego, Mission Valley, all these places. You have Oceanside and Carlsbad, Encinitas. This is North County, San Diego. And this new construction is Three Roots. Leonard's the home builder, but I just want to give you an idea. This area that it's in it's Sorrento Valley or Sorrento Mesa, I think is what they're calling the area. It's a very suburban feeling area. Really, if you don't know a lot about San Diego, once you're over to the 15 or east of the 15, you start to feel like you're pretty far away from the water. But this is still close enough to the water where you are, I don't know, maybe 15, 20-minute drive max. So you still feel like you're pretty close. And if you look at the community here, now these are all the different builders that they have. These homes look very nice. Some of these starting at low 600s. We'll see once they actually start to release them what they're going to be priced at. It's coming in spring, so it's just right around the corner. And so those are townhomes starting in the 600s, and then you have single-family homes in the 800s, single-family homes in the millions, and these are some of the top builders here. So Leonard, Shea Homes, California West, these are all really good builders that I like to work with here in San Diego. And you can see this community is huge. They are building a lot of homes. They'll do it in different phases. So it'll be interesting to see once they start releasing some of these phases. All right. So if this is something that you guys are interested in, what I recommend is go to this website, just search Three Roots. This is like one of the few new construction communities that is being built right now. That's more than, I don't know, more than 25, 30 homes. A lot of the ones that I've seen recently are just finishing up or had just finished up. But come to this website, plug your name in so that once there is more information on these properties, you'll be the first to know. And here's kind of an insider secret. So with resale homes, you have to try and outbid other people to get offers accepted. With new construction, you have to be the first in line. That's where the challenge is. So there's still a lot of people wanting these homes. The way to get first in line is get on this list so you know right away when these phases are being released. And even better than that is once they tell you who their preferred lender is, reach out to their lender and get pre-approved. Those are the people they're going to go to first when these phases start to get released. And then once that happens, once you actually go visit the property in person, just keep in mind, it's good to have someone represent you. They're not going to allow you to be represented if you don't show up with someone the very first time. So bring a real estate agent with you the very first time. It's not going to cost you anything extra out of pocket. You're still going to pay the same amount of money, but you can have someone represent you. You can have someone to ask questions to that is other than their sales desk. So that's just a nice tip for you guys. All right. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Still new to this split screen here. Let's go back to this. All right. Let's see what questions we have. Well, some of my friends on here. Let's see. Hey, Jeremy. Let's see here. Stephanie, what you got? We're moving from Florida and hoping to get an apartment with a washer and dryer. Is that common in San Diego? I'm guessing you're going to be renting. It is very common in San Diego. A lot of the apartments do have washer and dryer in the units. If they don't, then there's going to be a community washer and dryer. I would say in probably 98, 99% of the apartments out there, you're going to find that. So either in the unit itself or maybe in the complex somewhere, maybe on the same floor or something like that. I would say it's pretty rare that you're not going to find any washer or dryer, although it happens. All right. Jeremy Knight, why is South San Diego better than North? Well, that's a good question. I don't know how to answer that. So when you're thinking of South San Diego, North San Diego, North County, San Diego, and then really when I think of South, I think of like central to South because it's all kind of in the same area. I mean, you could go south as like Chula Vista, National City, Imperial Beach. That's really all that's down there. I really like central San Diego. That's where I live. I live in La Mesa. So I'm right on the border of the city of San Diego. And I like the homes here. They're a little bit older, craftsman style homes, Spanish style homes, ranch style homes. And you just feel like you're in the hustle and bustle. And you have access to everything. You could go to North County. You could go to the beach areas. You could go to all these different places. So that's what I like. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to say central San Diego or Metro San Diego are the places to be. That's my advice. My buddy Paul Wolfert, let's see. How much would taxes be on $1 million home in San Diego? Well, taxes in California are 1% of the property value. But every city is going to have a little bit of variance on that. So in San Diego, it's around like 1.01 to 1.02% of the property price. So let's see. Let me get a calculator real quick. For $1 million property, so for $1 million property, you're looking at around $12,000 per year. So compared to other places like Texas, which my buddy Jeremy on here is from, you're going to pay a lot less than those types of places. I wonder what is it out in Michigan, Paul? I'm curious. What is the property tax like? That's one of the things in California. It's really not crazy bad. And then now they're passing, we just passed Prop 19 not too long ago. So anyone there that's 55 plus and needs to move, you can actually transfer your tax base, which can be a substantial amount of money. All right. What is up, Craig B? All right. Draculus, I did pronounce your name right. That's great. Jeremy's going to disagree with me. And he thinks Lenner, which I'm sure is what he meant to put in here, is such a bad builder. They really don't care about the client or the agent. It's all about the money. Jeremy works with a lot of new construction out in Texas. So I'm going to take your word for it. Maybe it's different out there than it is out here. I will say that from my experience, you're going to find more value properties under the Lenner name than you will the Shea Homes. Shea Homes is really more of like luxury in California. And Lenner is going to be a little bit more affordable. All right. Draculus Gaming. Is there something that is cheap that is oceanfront? Cheap oceanfront. Oxymoron, I would say. I would say if you're looking for the cheapest option that is oceanfront, you definitely want to go down to Imperial Beach. That's where you're going to find the best value. You're going to be close to Mexico. I would recommend watching my last video on the places not to live in San Diego because, or I'll just say it again right now. There are some challenges with Ocean Beach. One is that you don't really have anywhere to go but north. So you're going to get a lot of traffic if you want to go to like Metro San Diego, Central San Diego. The beaches there are nice, but you're so close to Mexico. It's just south of you is Mexico. You have the border of Tijuana, which in itself isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it kind of keeps you landlocked, so you can't go south unless you actually want to go to Mexico. And then the other issue is there is a sewage runoff problem from Tijuana, where there are, I think the last time I heard, it's about 25% of the days out of the year the beaches are closed in Imperial Beach because of poor water conditions. So yes, you can live down in Imperial Beach for cheaper than any other beach area in San Diego, and there are a lot of positives. It is a nice area in a lot of ways, but there certainly are some pretty major downsides to that too. So I don't know if that's good news for you or not. All right, Paul. We don't have that builder here in Michigan, but they sound like Pulte. I don't know what that is. I love this. I love these questions, guys. Any other questions you guys have? Come on in. Dan, I'm looking to move to northern San Diego, but I'm on a $2,000 or less budget for renting an apartment. Do you have any suggestions? Well, I'll be honest. I'm a lot less experienced when it comes to rentals because I'm so focused on purchasing homes. But I would say, depending on what area you need to be in, I would probably think somewhere like San Marcos would be a good area because there are a lot of condos, or a lot of apartments up in that area that are a little bit more on the newer side. But I still think that you could probably find pretty good value. I'm trying to think, what are some of the other areas over there? If you want to be closer to the water, Oceanside might be a place to check out, but I don't know that it's going to fit within that budget. Vista is another area that you can check out, but not as many apartments. Yeah, I think probably San Marcos is going to be your best bet. You could go as far east as Escondido, but it just depends on where you need to go. You know, what type of job you have, where you need to go for that job. But if you could be anywhere in North County and San Diego, I would probably recommend checking out San Marcos first. It's a cool area, good access to different things, and that can probably a good place to start out. Jeremy coming in with the good questions tonight. Do you think interest rates increasing will impact the market? No. Next question. No, I'm just kidding. Will it impact the market? Okay. Here's what we're going to do, because I don't have too many crazy questions right now. We're going to do another screen share, and we're going to go to the next thing that I was going to talk about. All right. So here's the thing. This is the local market update for San Diego, all of San Diego County for January 2021. And it's a bummer because the information for February will be out in a couple of days, but this is still very accurate. So here's the thing. In San Diego County, the median price home has gone up from $650,000, and this is for detached properties. It's gone up from $650,000 to $730,000. So 12% increase in 12 months. Boom, it's crazy. That is a lot. That's a lot of money. And here's the thing. This is going off of data from January, closed sales in January, which means these homes were getting accepted offers back in December. So now this is already 2 months old data. So the reality is the median price home in San Diego today is probably really around $750,000, $755,000. But here's where I want to show you guys. This is what's important, because people want to know, when is this going to change? When is it going to get better? Is interest rates going to do it? Is Prop 19 going to do it? Are the foreclosures going to do it? Is all people waiting to sell homes because of the virus? Is that going to do it? So inventory of homes for sale. Now, this is what people go off of really to figure out if you have a healthy or a balanced market. So, you know, balance between buyers and sellers. So no one really upfront has the advantage. Right now, or January of 2021, there are 1,800 homes available in San Diego County. And this time last year, there were 4,800 homes available. Now, and I'm sorry, because this can be a little bit dry, but this is going to make a lot of sense for you in a second. The way that you know it's a balanced market, it's pretty universal that it's 6 months of inventory. And the way that you get the amount of inventory is the amount of people that are buying homes on average for a daily basis versus how many homes are currently available. How long would it take if no more homes hit the market for all of those homes to be taken out by the people that were buying homes? So you really want 6 months of inventory. Right now, we have 0.9 months of inventory. And on this time last year, where we had almost 5,000 homes, we still barely had 2 months of inventory. So if you extrapolate these numbers based off of current demand, we need about 12, 13,000 homes available in San Diego County just to be even, not for prices to come down, not for it to be a buyer's market, just to be a balanced market. Now, interest rates going up will mean that there are less buyers out there, but the problem is it going to be enough to really tilt the scales for these months of inventory? And the answer is no, not unless they go up to a crazy number, which nobody anticipates happening this year. But this is the information that I go off of. This is the data that I go off of just to know how the market is currently and to try and predict where it's going to be in the future. Interest rates are one aspect of it, and they will have an effect on the market. But we really need more homes to hit the market. And San Diego's had an inventory shortage for long before any of this craziness happened in the last 12 months. So what's going to make that better? This one community that I showed you guys earlier, that's also not going to be enough. We need a lot of things to happen. We need a lot of homes to hit the market. We need 10,000 homes to hit the market. That's a lot of homes. All right. Hey, this is fun, guys. Thanks for all the questions. Let's see. Duraculus coming in with some more good questions. What is best, a home or a condo? So single family detached property or a condo. Or hey, I'll even throw a spin at you. You can do a townhome, which is right in between the two. You have people on, maybe on one side of you or the other side, but not above or below you. And really what it comes down to is what your personal preference is. For me, when my wife and I bought our first house, we really wanted land. We really wanted space. Now 5+ years later, I'm hating having to go outside and, clean the yard or, deal with landscaping. And when you have a condo or you have a townhome, those things are going to be taken care of with the association. So if you're in a situation where you want very low maintenance, then a condo or a townhome is going to be a better fit for you more than likely. If you want the opportunity to have a garden or we have chickens in our backyard, you have chickens in your backyard, you can't do that in a condo. So it really is up to you. What's important? Do you want a community pool, a community, gym, all those different community amenities, or do you just want to have it all yourself? Would you rather have space? So that's really what the difference is. And then of course, obviously the budget's going to factor into that as well. But that's the main difference between the two. All right, Paul, thanks for clarifying here. I love this. Pole T is the name of a builder. Oh, notorious for putting carpet in bathrooms in their 90s builds. That's fantastic. That is really fantastic. I can't think of any reason besides just being really cheap to put carpet in a bathroom. I hope it wasn't crazy shaggy carpet either. Hey, Jason. All right. Michael C. Hey, Dan, relocating to San Diego soon and looking to rent a 2-bedroom apartment. Any suggestions to the top 2 to 3 areas around downtown? Yeah, for sure. Depending on your budget, again, that's going to be a huge one. But actually, in downtown San Diego, you could probably get better value right now than you could 12 months ago. So you could actually find really good value down there. I am partial to Little Italy, which is like just kind of the north part of downtown San Diego. And the reason being is because it's extremely walkable. If you are a foodie, the best food in San Diego is in Little Italy, the best restaurants. And it's just a really, really fun area. You're also within walking distance of Balboa Park. If you want something a little bit more high end, maybe get closer to Balboa Park. Bankers Hill is very nice. Some like luxury style penthouse condos there that overlook the water, overlook the park. Those are some really cool areas. Yeah, those are some of my favorite areas as far as like being really close to downtown. If you want to be closer to the water, get over to Point Loma is a cool option. You're still fairly close to downtown. You don't have to get on the freeway to get down there. Yeah, there's a lot of nice areas down there. You could get, and the other thing I'd recommend, Michael, is maybe take a look at the neighborhoods surrounding Balboa Park. There are, I don't know, 6 different communities surrounding Balboa Park. And I think every single one of them has their merits. They're just a little bit different. They're all going to have their different feel. Jeremy, why did your chickens cross the road? My chickens have never crossed the road. So I don't know what you're saying here, bro. Yes. And apparently Jeremy has heard of pole tea, which I just feels really weird saying pole tea. Pole tea. La Jolla versus Coronado. Who wins? Very good question. Coronado is a very fun, very unique area because it's just kind of over out in its own. Like you have to cross a bridge to get over there. You have that iconic Coronado Bridge going over. They're both very pricey, expensive areas. I think, here's what I think. If I personally were ready to retire, I would probably go to Coronado because you could be out and secluded and you have everything that you need on that island for the most part. So you could just live your life there and just relax. You don't have to leave for any reason. La Jolla, you're still kind of in the hustle and bustle. You can go around and do whatever you want. You have that beautiful, beautiful beaches. You have amazing restaurants. There's probably more to do when you're in La Jolla and you have better access to different areas. But overall, feel everything. I think I'd probably go for Coronado, but that's a tough call. Both of them are really, really great areas. Let's see. Jason also likes Little Italy. Nice. Glad to know I'm not the only one. Yeah, that Little Italy's great. And Jason, we've been down there together, so I know that you like it, and we need to make that happen again soon. Jeremy coming in hot with the questions today, my man. North Park versus South Park. Who wins? That would be a good video. I'm going to go ahead and say it right now. That'd be a great video. Maybe I just have to save this for its own personal video. North Park and South Park are 2 very, very great areas. So it's basically on the east side of Balboa Park. You have North Park, obviously, on the north part, South Park on the south part. And really the difference is North Park is known as the hipster area in San Diego. There's some great restaurants in both areas, but definitely more good restaurants in North Park, a little bit more walkability. You're going to have a lot more through streets. You're going to have a lot more, Spanish style, craftsman style homes in North Park. They're going to be old. Some of these homes are 100 years old, but they're really, really great, really beautiful. South Park is going to have bigger homes. So you're going to have 2-story homes. You're going to have bigger lots. You're going to have a little bit more separation. You're going to have more traditional type of neighborhoods, a little bit. They still both have very similar feels, but that's the main difference between the two. Personally, I think I'd probably rather live in South Park, and I don't even know if I could give you a good reason why, but South Park is maybe because it's a little bit quieter and because of the through streets in North Park. But if I was able to live, I think my wife's dream is to live in a beautiful craftsman style home in North Park. So I guess, you know what, I'm going to change my mind. It's going to be North Park because if the wife's happy, then I'll be happy. Jeremy Knight, best Mexican food in San Diego. He's just jealous because he lives in Texas and I don't even think they have Mexican food. It's just Tex-Mex, right? So they just put like chili on store-bought tortilla chips or something like that. I don't know, but it can't be good. Best Mexican food in San Diego. Depends what your mood is, man. If you want fish tacos, I would say, even though it's not really Mexican restaurant, I would go to Mitch's Seafood. If you want Mexico City style tacos, I'd go to Puesto. If you want burritos, I'd say Lucha Libre. There's so much good Mexican food down here, and you could have a different, man. You get me on this rant. I always get on these Mexican food rants. I apologize for anyone that doesn't like Mexican food. And if you don't like Mexican food, then San Diego is not for you anyway. But I could literally eat a different type of Mexican food every single night and feel like I'm having a different type of cuisine, and I'm okay with that. Oh man, some good questions here. All right. Alex, been looking for into apartments in San Diego, but the issues running into is that Huskies are restricted breed in almost every place he's looked. Any suggestions on where to look? Man, that's a very unique question. Huskies, really? Okay. Man, again, the truth is I don't deal with rentals very much. I really focus on the purchasing side. I'm sorry they run into that issue. Huskies, I know that they need a lot of work, and I'm a dog lover. I got 2 dogs in the other room over there. Man, just keep looking. You'll find something. They can't all be like that. There definitely are breed restrictions. There definitely are size restrictions, but it's very rare that I've seen Huskies as a breed restriction. So the best advice I could give you is just keep looking. You'll find it. You'll find it. And San Diego is a great place for your Huskies. You know, they could get there's a lot of dog parks. There's a lot of places for them to run around, dog beaches. It's awesome. Yeah, you're going to love it here. Jeremy agrees. His Mexican food sucks. Yeah, don't go to Texas for the Mexican food. I don't understand. Here's what I don't understand, Jeremy. What's the deal with a breakfast taco? It doesn't make any sense. The egg gets cold basically immediately. You know, you put cold egg in a tortilla with a little bit of cheese, and that's like their specialty. I don't get it. You throw it in a burrito, it'll stay hot, it'll stay warm. Breakfast burritos are the jam. Like, why do a taco? I don't get it. I should have just done this whole video on Mexican food. Maybe that's what I'll do next time. All right, what other questions do you guys have? These are some really good questions. We're talking about, anything having to do with San Diego, except for the Padres, because even though I wear a Padres hat all the time, I know nothing about the Padres. I don't watch a lot of sports because I'm more often than not out showing homes or doing something real estate related. So, yeah, any questions you guys have in San Diego, neighborhoods, food, real estate, anything, let me know. Drop it in the comment section. All right. Jason asks, if you're selling your house in San Diego and not moving, do you recommend renting for a while before you jump right into the seller's market? What's the best plan of action? Yeah, this is a really tough one, man. This is a really good question because I have a lot of people that are dealing with this type of situation. So if you're selling your house and then you want to buy a house, there's a couple things that come to mind. One is people are trying to time the market, right? They want to sell at the top and then buy when they come down here. Well, the reality is we don't know that prices are going to come down here ever again because there's so many different factors. But we do know that with the current market, it's really hard to get into a new house. So to time it perfectly is A, challenging, and B, if you need the funds from the sale of one house to go into the new house that you're purchasing, then you're going to have a really hard time getting that offer accepted, because when a lot of the houses out here, a lot of the times these properties are selling with 10, 20, 30 offers in hand. Why in the world would they accept an offer that is contingent on a sale when they can accept maybe an all cash offer, maybe a conventional loan where they're putting 50% down, or there's so many other secure offers out there that they would select over a property or over an offer that is a contingent offer. So yeah, it's tough. I would recommend you could try that approach. You could start with that approach of, hey, let's try to move right into the other property. We're going to have to be flexible. We're certainly going to have to go over asking. We're going to have to be very aggressive with our offers to compensate for the fact that that we have it contingent on our sale. Maybe you could get something like a bridge loan where you could talk to your lender, and maybe you can get that new house without actually having to do it contingent on the sale of your current home. But my main recommendation is just to have a secondary plan in place. So I have some clients right now that are literally doing month-long Airbnbs while they're searching for their perfect home. And that doesn't work for everybody. If you're in a situation where you have multiple family members, you have a lot of stuff, you just can't make that work, then maybe the secondary option is a 6-month or a 1-year rental. It's tough. I wish there were better options than that, but my recommendation is really that you got to have a secondary option in place, because the reality is you might have to, even without all the other stuff in mind, you might have to submit 10, 15, 20 offers before you get one accepted. And because there's such low inventory, just finding what you're interested in to be able to submit 10, 15, 20 offers is going to be a challenge. Sorry, Jeremy. Texas tacos. Okay, Alex. Okay, so we're talking about the Huskies. Yep. Yeah, so that's what I would think. They certainly can be destructive because they have a lot of energy, and definitely the size is going to be a challenge. So yeah, just keep trying, man. It's not every place has restrictions. San Diego is one of the most dog friendly places in the US. So you're going to find somewhere that's going to allow that. All right. Tom, how's it going? Looking to relocate from Houston, Texas. Good. If only Jeremy Knight could take your advice and relocate from Austin back to San Diego, he would be much happier and not grumpy all the time. So if you're looking to relocate from Houston, Texas, and would like to buy a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo / townhome, would this be hard to find on $60,000 a year? Or what price range would be good to stick to? Yeah, so a little bit of a loaded question because there's a lot that I don't know about your situation. For one being, do you have a large down payment that you could put down, or what does that look like? My recommendation really is you can start out with some online calculators. Just go and look and see what $60,000 a year can get you with whatever down payment you have available or whatever down payment you want to try and get to, and see what price range that'll put you in. If it puts you up to $300,000 home, certainly you're not going to find that in San Diego. You're not going to find that at all. You might have to just wait and get a little bit more of a down payment. Or if it's starting to get in the range of, 450, 500,000, then you can definitely find something that in that price range for a condo or townhome if you're flexible. But once you get to that point, you really need to talk to a professional lender. So you talk to your bank, if that's an easy way to get started, and just talk to their lending department and ask them, like, hey, you already have all my information. How much house can I really afford? Because you're going to have that anyways to be able to get a pre-approval to be able to submit offers on a property. But yeah, start with an online calculator. Just Google housing calculator, and you can figure out, you can plug in how much money you make, how much money you have for a down payment, and it'll just kind of crank out a really brief guesstimate of what they think you can afford. And then again, to verify that, you're going to need to talk to a professional lender, but that's a good place to start. Alex, how comparable would my income and cost of living be to downtown Chicago? Well, I've never lived in downtown Chicago, so I don't know, but that would be a good one. I have a lot of my relatives are from Illinois, from Chicago, and I am actually, I said I'm not a sports fan, but the only team that I truly care about are the Chicago Bulls. So go Bulls. It's tough to say. I'm going to imagine it's probably pretty comparable. But depending on what you're looking for, if you're looking for, are you moving here with work? Or are you trying to get another job in your same industry and trying to see if they're going to pay about the same? My guess is, compared to downtown Chicago, it's probably going to be pretty similar. Austin versus San Diego is a good video. Too bad Austin wins. Yeah, man. If I knew you had all this time tonight, we would have just hopped on a live and done that. So next time, for sure. That sounds like a great video. The reality is we all know who wins this, Jeremy. Don't play this game with me. We all know who wins. It's San Diego. I mean, it's the best. By the way, didn't all your pipes freeze and you're having problems getting a pool built and there's no good Mexican food? Why would you pick Austin? It just doesn't make any sense. We both know this. Emily, what is going on? Hello. Yeah, I'm looking forward to working with you guys as well. Yeah, we had a good conversation the other day, and I'm excited to help your family out and to get you guys back down to San Diego. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Oh, glad you popped in. Alex, getting another job in the same industry. Yeah, I really don't know for sure, but I'm going to say it's pretty comparable to downtown Chicago. Yep. Awesome. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. If you have any other questions, pop on in. And if not, I might go ahead and wrap this thing up so I can get back to my day job. All right. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I like this a lot. I'm planning on doing this definitely more regularly. I really appreciate everyone that popped in and asked good questions. I love having this channel. I love this opportunity to engage and connect with you all on a little bit more of a personal level by doing these lives. So I'm looking forward to doing more of these. And you can get in touch with me. Follow me on Instagram, Dan_Parker_San Diego. Shoot me a message if you ever have any questions. I'm always looking on how I can improve this channel and how I can continue to do things that you guys enjoy and that you like. So please let me know if there's ever anything that you're interested in, any questions that you might have. And yeah, this has been fun. I'll see you on the next one, you guys. Thank you so much.